Hi, it's Michelle Theberge, and because I'm so interested in the creative process and I've been wanting to do this for a while, I've decided to take somewhat of a risk here, and I'm going to take you through the phases of making one of my paintings. Whether it's successful or not, we won't know. I really don't know what's going to happen. That's the creative process at its heart. So actually, let's look over on the wall here. These are paintings that are just started. They're just totally in process. They're really just the first layer. This is like, there's so much more to do on these right now. I was playing around with spray paint on a lot of them. So these are these baby embryonic paintings. And let me show you over here where this series is coming out of. Now these are not finished yet, but this is a series of paintings that I've been working on. They are acrylic on panel, and I'm doing these backgrounds where I build up layers and layers of color, and then I do pouring medium on top. And I use pouring medium like a resin coat, so it's very clear and very deep. I'll maybe pour, I haven't been counting, but I'm saying each one probably has like 10 layers of pouring medium on it. So I'm going to show you on this one, for instance, how that looks. If you can see sort of the cast shadow, these marks, the white marks are on the top layer of the pouring medium, and then they're casting shadow onto the background underneath. So I'm interested in doing that sort of layered effect on these paintings. So the ones on the wall are, at this point, my intention is to make them like that. But I do want to say something about this, because since I'm a teacher too, and I think a lot of people don't understand the creative process, especially if they're not people who make art, and they go into a museum and they see a painting and they're like, oh wow, that person just had that idea, and then boom, they just executed the idea. There was no, but in order to make art, it actually goes through many phases, and you have to be prepared to go into this uncharted, unknown territory. You usually go through a phase where you have no idea what's going on, and then often it will take a divergent path than you had originally intended, and that's when things really interesting start to happen. And that's been the way I've worked for many years. I don't want to control it. I don't have you know, like a blueprint, and it's gonna, you know, I put this mark there and that blue there and this red there, done. It's like I'll start something and then the idea will come. It's almost, I've heard people say it, and I feel this way, the painting tells you how to paint it, and I'm very interested in that. So I'm starting you off. It's a little scary because you're going to get to see the crappy parts. Usually when you exhibit work, you show like only the best and everything's finished, and I think it's helpful to take people behind the scenes and see the awkwardness and see the frustration that might happen, and you know, see when it doesn't look so great. And so I'm just going to be completely transparent with my process here.